What up, everybody? What up? What up? What up? This is Mr. Know It All, and this is the First Lady Educated Queen. This is the pre-show before the show. Miss Educated Queen, what's going on with it? You ready?
All right, what's going on, Mr. Know It All? What's going on?
Already,
First
already.
Lady EQ in the place to be, baby.
So we're gonna have to hold it down for the pre-show before the show, and this is the pre-show before the show. So we're gonna have some, we're gonna have to talk about this particular topic we're gonna discuss. But I don't know if you've been keeping up with EQ. There's been some athletes and celebrities. For some reason, it's been going around. I don't know if it's a plague or something like that or whatever, but these young guys, these young celebrities, these young athletes, if it's an NFL football player or if it's a basketball player, they are dealing with these older women who have kids by other celebrities or other athletes, and and it's almost look like it's a money grab, with these older women that's dealing with these youngsters or whatever. EQ, one of the athletes play for the Dallas Cowboys. His name is Trayvon Diggs. All right. So he is dating, well, he has a woman that's pregnant. That's she has like two kids from I think, if I'm mistaken, a rapper and another professional athlete. I forget the name of the two gentlemen they are, whatever, but they are supposedly well known or whatever. But I forget the name of the two gentlemen. But then
I think
also
one was from the Migos, wasn't it, or something like that,
something
or
like that.
something like that. I don't
Something like
know.
that. And then there's
Yeah,
another gentleman. There's another gentleman that plays for the Houston Rockets, and he has this older woman, pregnant. She used to date this Dallas Cowboy player named Orlando Scandrick, and so on and so forth, or whatever. So, a lot of these youngsters, man, I don't know what's going on. If this is an epidemic of these youngsters want these older women, and these older women looking at them like they got the bag, they hit the jackpot, and having babies by them, whatever. EQ. So what's your thoughts about that over there?
and them older women is trying to. Hey, Stella just trying to keep her groove going. I mean, and normally it's the other way around. Men passing the women around. It ain't the women passing the men around. But in this case, that's what it seems like it is. And
Yeah,
most older women are gonna look for men that are stable. Not
yeah,
just, mentally stable, financially stable, and when they see that these brothers are out here about their business, they got that paper, then hey, I mean, that's who I'm gonna lay down and mate with because hey, he can help me support this baby financially or whatever. And so that's the man I'm gonna go. I'm not going after the man that's selling weed on the corner driving a slab. No, that's not what older women do. So
yeah,
and don't get me wrong, older women are just like younger women. They want somebody to love and take care of them too and support them too. They got a little gold digger in them too.
yeah,
So and I guess that's what we're seeing here. But then these brothers gotta also look, man, like, come on. I mean, I've never wanted to be that woman that had multiple baby daddies, but golly, I mean, hey, you can't knock her because hey, she got a rapper baby daddy, a football player baby daddy, and whatever else kind of baby daddy. So she ain't going broke. I mean, so
yeah. But
I don't know,
EQ.
but it ain't a good look though.
Yeah, but EQ. Okay, so let me ask you this though. Okay, so usually an older woman, do would you really sell? Would you really sell out Would you really sell out for money, or Would you want a man that's more mature instead of like a young 20-something-year-old young man and whatnot? Because don't you think that's kind of like, and
Look,
that kind of like is that kind of like a turn off though, EQ? Because
no,
like I said, man,
no.
you got this, an older woman, 40, 50 years old or whatever, EQ, it's different. You dealing with a young man in their 20s like that, whatever. The mental maturity is on a whole nother level, EQ.
That is, but
Yeah.
that older woman is more stable. She's not going to be as dramified and demanding and have these unrealistic expectations as some younger women. She's not going to have all the drama. She's not going to bring out. She's going to give that man what he wants:
Uh-huh.
peace, stability, love, affection. She's going to be those things for him. But you got to also understand most older women go after younger men for sex because
Yeah.
they know that that young man can perform, whereas an older man may not. So there are several different factors that come into play here. You know what I'm saying? But in her case, I don't know. Maybe she's one of those baby mamas that, hey, I gotta have It's about status, and that it's 2024. So I don't think people look at age as a difference, especially when there's money that comes into play. If he can do all the things that I need him to do, our age doesn't really matter. If he can hold down a conversation, even if it's just a decent conversation, then for some women that's a green light, that's a goal. But but I mean, but at some point, her age difference it's gonna come into play,
EQ.
and especially
EQ.
having, huh?
That's gonna be a problem. EQ. I'm gonna tell you why I say that is. It's gonna
Yeah,
be a
that's what I'm
problem
saying.
because
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna come into play because she's gonna get older. He's gonna
yep,
still be young,
yep.
and she's not gonna be able to satisfy him, probably sexually. And then, but are they even in relationships, or are they just baby daddy, baby mama?
I have no idea the status of what type of relationship they have or whatever. But for right now, it's baby daddy, baby mama. But what about that young kid's mother? The young kid mother's probably the same age as the woman that she impregnates. You don't think that's gonna be some type of issue that's going on right there? You looking at this woman like, okay, me and you, we the same age. Why would you do that to my son? You see what I'm saying? Why would you be with
Like
my
on
son?
Stella, yeah, like on how Stella got a groove back. Yeah, the
You
mama,
see what I'm
what
saying?
could you
Yeah,
possibly
yeah.
want with my baby?
Right, right,
I
right, right. So,
mean,
I mean,
and
it's just
you,
go ahead.
it's a trap. It's basically a trap. It's
So
it's a trap. I mean, in a sense, because if you're
yeah,
not in a relationship with this man, you're not married to him, then what else could it be? It's a trap.
right, right, right. So I mean, so in your eyes, do you think that it's okay for an older woman to be with a younger man like that and have multiple kids
How
by different celebrities and so on and so forth, whatever, or it just don't even matter to you?
how old is this woman and how old are they? That's the question.
The
Because if she
athlete is about
45,
as
50, and they 20, 23, 24, that yeah, you boo boo, you too old. And you probably at that age where you can't find you a decent job. Your YouTube career ain't taking off. You ain't a sensation like you thought you would be. So you got to find other avenues. And women will go have a baby by a man simply for money. I'm not built
yeah,
like that. I ain't a child now. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
yeah, it's a lot of women out there that's like that. B Dub, what's
I
your
ain't.
thoughts about that? B Dub with the older woman with these celebrity athletes, having babies by these youngsters. You got any thoughts about that, B Dub?
Listen,
Yeah,
it ain't my business. However, since we speaking on it,
yeah.
I'm just gonna say Kevin Samuels is somewhere looking down saying, I told you bitches.
Why is he saying that, B Dub?
Because the wall is undefeated. This is all they can do. Just like you said, you see how young these dudes are.
Yeah.
These dudes don't know no better.
Right.
They ain't been talking no better. Now, with that being said, their parents gotta take some ownership too, because for not teaching their sons no better. Mother, father, whoever raised them, grandma, aunt, and uncle, this is what happens when we don't raise our kids to understand money and wealth and the life that could be out there for them. So then you get a kid who's talented, he got athletic ability, he go pro. Now you got all this thrown at you at one time, and they don't know how to handle it.
Right.
To him, she was a prize. Cause she can't go get no other regular wealthy dude who built wealth who you saw it. They don't want her. But the little young boys, they go off a name and clout. Everything is about clout in the age of social media. So because she got a name, like, oh man, I got her, and now you got 18 years of payments.
Right. Right. And that woman, I think her name is her name Brittany Renner? Is that who it is? Who it is? B Dub. And didn't she wasn't she did she go like Jackson State when Dion was there and she talked to those young men over out there in Jackson State, and then she had told them
She gave them the game.
She did. She's like, hey,
still fall for it.
Right. She had told them kids. I mean, she had told them college students out there at the football team, and she had did a video saying, look, y'all ladies, y'all better come watch our sons. She said that. She said that on a stream when she was out there at Jackson State. So she was already on the prowl then when she was,
She was
when she was
recruiting then.
yeah, she was recruiting then.
She
And
was
a lot of them
recruiting.
boys, a lot of them youngsters out there, whatever, man, they like, ooh, Brittany Renner. And man, they were just gawking over this chick. You see what I'm
She was
saying?
scoping her first baby daddy in college.
She did what?
The first dude she had a baby with, she was scoping him in college.
Right. Because B-Dub, you on to something, man, because you, like you said, man, you got an athletic ability, you go into these colleges or whatever, man, you are heavily sought after because of your ability, because they look at you, they don't have no freaking, they're not looking at you saying, hey, I think this guy's a good guy. They're looking at you like, hey, cha-ching, I'm going to be able to live a certain type of lifestyle, be taken well care of, whatever. I got a meal ticket going on or whatever. That's how they look at you, when you out here at these colleges and so on and so forth, with aim playing in pro ball. So, it's a sad situation or whatever. And I hope a lot of these youngsters that's out there, in the, when they doing well for themselves, they playing these different sports, and you are in the big lights and things like that. I hope these guys, put people in their corner to protect them, whatever, because like B-Dub said, man, you deal with a lot of these groupies. And next thing you know, you end up in a situation to where you get some of these chicks pregnant and so on and so forth. Now they got you for 18 years. And then here's the thing. A lot of these athletes, celebrities, once they light is dim, now you got that $100,000, child support. How you going to take care of that? You know what I mean? Because a lot of them they don't manage their money well. They got a lot of stuff that's going on, a lot of baggage or whatever, man. They don't know how to manage money well, and they not in the bright lights no more. So what do to make sure that you try to take care of yourself and take care of your family? I would say, as Joe Smith, his situation. You remember y'all that situation that we talked about with Joe Smith and his wife was, dealing with his wife, and she was, she had the fans only page, and she was doing everything, trying to make money and all this stuff like that, whatever, and got that fans only page against his will. But he ran out of money. He don't have the same line of income coming in no more. And now she's like over it, and she's disrespecting the guy because he can't provide like he used to. You see what I'm saying? So that's the type of stuff that you have to look forward to. And I hope these kids look at Joe Smith's story and say, you know what? I don't want to be doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But B-Dub, EQ, we are going to get ready to start the show. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Ooh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I wanna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Corsicana, Texas. What's up, Dallas Fort Worth? What's up, Houston, Texas? Welcome back to another episode of the Burning Coals Podcast. I'm your show host. We are your show hosts. I go by the name of Mr. Know It All Reactions. Give it up. And right there by the logo, he's a big fella. He goes by the name of Fuji. Weirdo, give it up for B-Dub. And right up under B-Dub, she's the first lady of the Burning Coals Podcast. She goes by the name of the one and only, the beautiful, talented Miss Educated Queen EQ. And then last but not least, he is the man, the myth, the legend. He goes by the name of the one and only Gentleman Jamal. So we are the Burning Coals Podcast. Here's what we have. Fire interviews. We have hot topics. We have burning questions, serious conversations, and we say what needs to be said on this particular show. So good morning, good night, everyone. How are you guys doing? So we say thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. But before we get started, we got to lay down the ground rules first, all right? So we do have a comment section. If you want to be able to come on, you want to comment on the show, you can put your comment to the comment section. We would definitely read it on the show if we can get to it. We also have 2 streaming platforms. So if you want to come on to the show, you can just hit one of those streaming platforms. We have one available for YouTube. We have another one available for Facebook. Just click on one of those streaming platforms. We'll bring you on. You get to ask your questions. You get to chime in about the different topics we're discussing. You can give your shout outs as well, and you can also give us compliments as well. So we definitely take that as we definitely take that as well. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. So now that the smoke is clear and the dust is settled, G-Man, EQ, B-Dub, what's up, what's up, what's up? We are in the stages, week 3 of March. So the time is just flying by over here. And, spring break is over with too, EQ. And EQ looking refreshed over there. Look at her, boy. Got your hair out. Yeah, you got the Aaliyah thing going on with the hair inside your glasses already.
Child, I'm trying to see you shoes. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to see y'all on this screen. But thank you.
Nah, you good. You good. G-Man, what's going on, man? I see you poke your head in there over there. What's going on with it?
What's up? What's happening?
What's happening, G-Man? Where
How
you at,
y'all beautiful black people doing?
Man, we good, man. You in a secluded area or something, man? What you got going on?
I'm in an undisclosed location right now.
Ah, okay.
Don't
Well,
worry
I
about
just
it.
saw you walking out of Redbird a few hours ago. Quit playing with me. I just saw you walking out of Redbird. Stop playing. Cause you got in a gray Crown Vic with no hubcaps. Quit playing with me.
It wasn't gray. It was white. It was just dirty.
Oh, okay. You in that old police car. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna squad up. Squad up over there. Squad up. B-Dub, man, how you doing over there, brother?
Man, listen, it's Tuesday, and I'm having a good day.
Already.
And today was a good day.
Right on.
Ready to
B-Dub,
do this,
B-Dub, man, you got a professional setup over there, brother.
What's going on?
B-Dub decided to cam up. He hadn't been camming up the past, couple weeks.
Look at the personalization in the background. Okay,
Yeah, I see that, man. Yeah, I was telling him. I'm like, man, B-Dub,
I ain't even gonna lie. That sandwich look good. You eat me. I was like, man, let me have some. I ain't going in.
I ain't gonna say what it is because they don't pay us.
Yeah, no joke.
When the income tax hit, that's what you get that background right there.
ASMR video, but I couldn't wait to say I had gone.
Do your thing. Do your thing. I understand.
Yeah. B-Dub, what kind of setup you got going on with the microphone and all that, man? It's like something off of a recording studio set, man.
Nah, it's a Rode mic. It's just a regular. Well, I ain't gonna say regular. It's not a regular Rode mic, but it's a Rode. I don't even know what the model number is.
Yeah.
But I borrowed it from a friend of mine. It's a good mic. It's a good mic.
Yeah. Okay.
Just testing it out.
Yeah. But yeah, it sound good, man. Everything sound good and look good back there too, man. Already.
I finally put my computer up. I've been built me a computer, and I finally got it set up and everything. Got my desk and all that stuff. So
yeah. Now it look fine, man. That look good, bro. For real, look real nice. So B-Dub, I know you're eating your sandwich and everything, man. What we talking about today, B-Dub? Yeah. What's on the topic today, brother?
Well, we already talked about one thing. Talked about these cougars. These clout chasing cougars out here getting these young dudes. Tyson Chicken. If you like Tyson Chicken, you might not like what they about to do. And we got criminals, man, talking about an $8 million crime ring. $8 million crime ring. People stealing in the stores. Ulta Beauties got hit. And you're going to be surprised who the leader of that crime ring was.
Oh, man.
It ain't what you think.
Yeah. Well, hey, B-Dub, we already discussed the topic about the Cougars and the youngsters. So we already took care of that one on the show, the pre-show.
Yeah. So
yeah, so we already did with that one, whatever. So but yeah, let's go ahead and get on with the first subject there, B-Dub.
All right. So now y'all been seeing the videos of these Ulta beauty stores and Sephora beauty stores. People literally just walking in there in broad day like it's nothing and just snatching stuff up and just, I don't even want to say running out. They basically walking out, just going in like flash mobs and just racking up a bunch of stuff, taking it out. And y'all know a lot of the faces that of these people that's doing this, at least the ones that they show on the news.
Uh-oh.
Well, come to find out, it's been a nationwide ring going on, and we're about to find out who was behind it all.
All right, let's tap into it.
Number of neighbors who live here in this Bonsall neighborhood, and they say they saw dozens of federal agents swarm this home of the woman that some call the cosmetic queen. I talked to one family who says they want to see laws enforced, but they say they are saddened to find out that the family who was so nice to them is now accused of being connected to a national crime ring.
Here's our first look at what neighbors say are younger pictures of Michelle and Kenneth Mack. The state attorney general says Michelle was the ringleader of an organized national crime ring that stole nearly $8 million worth of makeup and other goods from stores.
It's great that they're arresting these people, and like I mentioned before, it is really unfortunate for the people that they got involved. You know, these young people ruining their lives over a couple dollars. It's really not worth it.
According to the felony state complaint, more than $300,000 worth of makeup and other products were found in the Mack shared Bonsall home. When a search warrant was served December 6th, this neighbor didn't want to be identified.
I see the justice system.
Wow. So B-Dub. So this lady. Go ahead, EQ. Go ahead.
So this wasn't a sister?
No, man.
No, ma'am.
It was. So my question is, so how in the world, like what did she do to even put this whole thing together? Like what was she an ex-employee who used to work there and she had somebody pissed her off or whatever? What led her to, besides money, whatever, but what made her go after this company with Ultra Beauty and these cosmetic stuff?
Greed. So she has an Amazon store, an online Amazon affiliate store.
Okay.
And they were stealing the product. Now, that's the whole thing too. This is my whole thing. We don't have all the information yet. And as more details come, we might talk about it later, but right now, we don't have a lot of details. Oh, but if that was EQ, we would have all the details.
Right.
And I promise you, that neighbor wouldn't have no problem putting his face on camera. Yeah, I knew something was up. I knew this lady living in a doggone mini mansion in the hills.
Right.
But you see who's on the video. Like, she's literally hiring young black and brown people, which they agreed to do it. We're not going to let them off the hook. They agreed to do it. But you hiring these young black and brown people to go and rob these stores, and she's taking the products and selling it on her Amazon affiliate store. But notice how they put up the nice, pretty picture of her and her husband smiling, no mugshot, no nothing.
Right.
$8 million crime ring that's been going on for some years now, a few years now.
Right. And like you said, B-Dub, they got her looking modest. They got her looking, like extra nice, and and it's just it's the double standards of the news media. You see how they definitely work when it comes to situations like that. Like you said, B-Dub, it was somebody of brown, melon skin or whatnot. They would have spun that story left and right or whatever, man. You know what? I'm just to the point to where I'm like, you know what? She need to get the max, whatever that's going on, like whatever's going on legal wise with this woman, whatever. She need to get the max for doing that. She need to get the max. And anybody else that knows that she's been involved in this, whatever, I hope everybody testify. I hope all that stuff go on with this woman. Because
listen, I guarantee you, some of these store managers are involved as well. Like because you look at some of the videos, like they're literally doing nothing. They're not even trying to call the police. They just basically just let them do it. So some of these store managers is in on this.
Yeah,
I'm sure of it. But this is the thing. This is like a few years ago. This they be so quick to put us out there and want to say this and say that and all this stuff. But this is why I tell people: crime is everywhere. It just looks different. Crime is in the suburbs too. It just looks different because a few years ago, they busted a guy out here where we at doing the same thing at Home Depot. He basically turned his whole house into a Home Depot warehouse. Like, I'm talking about the metal racks that they have at Home Depot. All of that, no beds, no furniture, no nothing, just racks throughout the whole house filled with products from all across the world that they were stealing out of Home Depot, basically doing the same MO. Just grab a basket, walk around, act like you're shopping, load it up with a bunch of tools, and just run out the door.
Yeah.
It had gone on for years.
Right.
Talk to the neighbors. Oh, you're such a nice person. I can't believe it.
Right.
I can't believe they did that.
Right.
But you know, let it be us. They ready to hang us.
Right. And here's the thing, though, they gonna maximize all the people that was involved in that stealing stuff, whatever. Especially if you black, yeah, you're gonna get the max on everything they can give you on or whatever on that. She might walk away without a scratch or a blemish on her or whatever, because she got, for one, she's gonna have the money to take care of it. I can guarantee you that she's gonna have the money to take care of that, B-Dub. You
gotta take your MAC lipstick back. That's the only lipstick you bought off
Amazon. She got to take all that back. Huh? Go ahead.
No, I ain't bought nothing. I don't buy my. I go to the store and buy my makeup. And I actually wear cheap makeup, so because it's better. But I mean, come on, how much was this ring worth?
$8 million.
$8 million.
That's like some at least 10 years prison sentence. All right, because that's engaged in organized criminal activity. Theft. That should be robbery. I mean, because that's basically what you did. What else? And then she was selling them. So that's like a whole bunch of that should at least land her 10 to 15 years. Because if it were me, man, my case would be so quick. They have my trial over in 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Hey, I would already have me a roommate down there at the Estelle unit in Huntsville. Man, that's crazy.
Percy Earl is a corrections officer now.
You say what?
He's retired now. Thank you, Percy. He retired from the corrections facility.
Man, yeah,
That's crazy though.
Yeah, it is crazy how they do it, whatever, man. You had your cousin Dwight who been stealing radios and who's stealing meat and all that out of HEB, whatever, man. They give his behind 25, 30 years or whatever, man, for stealing Potter's meat out of HEB. But then they get this woman here, she walk away $8 million or whatever, man. She walk away with nothing. Oh man,
she'll pay a fine, probably get some probation, maybe community service at the most. She ain't going to jail.
Yeah, but your cousin Dwight locked up for a long time stealing baby food and diapers and all that. You know what I mean?
His name got to be Dwight, though. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, your cousin Dwight.
Yeah, hey, he done sold a carton of cigarettes out of HEB, serving 10 years in prison for that.
Yeah, man, for something goofy like that. Yeah, serving 10 years for damn carton of cigarettes. Boy, I tell you, that's just how it is, man. System messed up. B-Dub, what we got? What we got next, B-Dub?
All right. So, man, you know what? I'm just gonna let the video speak for itself.
Let's go.
Perry, Iowa is about to change drastically, and not for the better. This week, Tyson Foods announced that it will be permanently closing its pork factory in Perry, killing around 1,200 jobs in a town of just 8,000 people. So as Perry residents struggle to cope with mass layoffs, Tyson Foods has its eyes on a different class of workers. The company is now offering new jobs to asylum seekers in other states like New York. Bloomberg says Tyson's tracking migrants in a massive database. They scroll through the data like Facebook. You see a worker you like? Tap, hire. They even had a job fair.
So you were at a Tyson fair in New York City not so long ago where Tyson was basically making this pitch. What did you observe when you went there?
They created a database for these new asylum seekers in New York City. So these people would come in, they'd learn a little bit about the company, and for the most part, Tyson had already gone through their various details of their application. And so many of them, 17 the day I was there, and then another 70 a couple weeks later, went off to Tennessee to go start their new jobs as Tyson production workers.
Oh, and the jobs come with perks, not just health insurance. Tyson's also offering lawyers to its illegal alien workers and time off to attend immigration hearings. In 2034, of course, they're firing Americans and offering perks to illegals. This was the Democrat plan all along. We reached out to Tyson for comment, and they said they have a very diverse set of employees, and they're proud of it. Perry, Iowa is about to change.
Wow. Boy. Hey, and you know what? the Democrats, boy, they taking a big blow on this one, man, for real, because I believe the Republicans, whatever, man, they were trying to push the immigrants not coming over here and taking all these different jobs and things like that. So, I seen on Facebook, with this whole Tyson thing that is going on when they laying all these people off, a lot of people, was saying that this is what the Democrats wanted to do from the get-go, from the onset, when they had these immigrants coming over here or whatever, so they thought it was just a political power move. But if you see what's going on with Tyson, this lady said that they were vetting these people, these immigrants that was coming over, since they started, having entry to come over here to the States or whatever, man. So she said they've been vetting these people for a long time. And man, they wrong for that, man. I believe they're gonna end up trying to boycott, or they're gonna try to do like a strike against Tyson for this one, whatever, man. Because you talk about laying off a lot of people off their jobs. A lot of people are upset and pissed off, whatever, that you're doing that. So I believe it's going to lead to something real big about this one. So we got to keep an eye on this one. B-Dub, what's your thought about Tyson's situation, brother?
I bet y'all want that wall now, don't you? I bet that's going to change y'all vote in November, ain't it? Nah, but all jokes aside, bro, this is like the craziest stuff I've heard in a long time, bro. Like, literally, this is what I be talking about, and people get out in their feelings and want to try to make it political or whatever. It's not political. It's facts. You have immigrants that come over here illegally. You can try to make whatever asylum, you can say whatever you want to say. They did not follow the proper process to come into this country, so they are illegal immigrants. And you say, okay, well, they're here. We got to give them food. We got to give them shelter. And let's give them some money. Let's give them some prepaid debit cards so they can survive. And let's give them health care coverage. Meanwhile, you have American-born citizens. Mind you, a good amount of them are American veterans who went and fought for the liberties of this country, living homeless on the street, and you say, well, we can't do nothing about it. You got to figure it out. You got to bootstrap your way up. And then even now, you got a company who is willingly ready to fire 12,000, or was it 1,200, however many it was, American workers to hire these same illegal immigrants. Mm-hmm. And then they wonder why people are pissed. Mm-hmm. You wonder why people are mad. I mean, how are you supposed to feel when you see stuff like this? You know what I mean? Like what are we doing here?
Right, it's messed up. It's messed up all the way around, man. There's no doubt about that at all. G-Man, what's your thoughts about that, G-Man? With this whole situation with Tyson laying off all these workers for the immigrants.
I mean, it's gonna be politicized as it should be. It doesn't make common sense. I always talk about common sense, politics, right? If you're gonna lay off citizens for non-citizens, it's gonna be a problem, right? And it's an election year. I agree with B-Dub. Everything B-Dub said is 1,000% correct. I suspect there will be some kind of boycott. This will be used against the Biden administration. It doesn't make common sense, right? Because I always say, let's reciprocate any situation that you feel is, take your feelings out of it, take your emotions out of it. Let's reciprocate it. Can you go to any nation, and I don't speak the language, I don't know anything, and then they're gonna do all this for you? They will not. They won't. So this doesn't look good. I don't feel like, that's not right. And there will be some backlash. They're just gonna have to deal with it. I don't care. I'm not a fan of Sleepy Joe or Commandment Harris. I was never a fan of them, right? Black people have been blindly led to, we got to support the Democratic Party without being promised anything. And I'm not saying go Republican or whatever, but they to the at the point now it's like we ain't got to promise y'all nothing because you already got y'all. So now we're gonna pander to any other voting block that we can get to, and that's the problem, right? So they just like, okay, we'll do this. It doesn't make sense, and that's sad that we are at this point. And and I'm gonna leave it right there because I don't want to sound like I'm anti this, anti that. But common sense to me is common sense. And again, it's not. There's no reciprocity there. Like, okay, we can't. To name me a country where an American can go to without knowing, no documentation, and there's resources set aside, and they're accommodating as we are to an immigration population because it's not just Latino. I think I read a report here probably like a couple weeks ago about how there's a lot of Asian Americans coming across here. Illegally. They just using the coming through Latin America or whatever. They're coming through Mexico or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't make common sense, and that's not going to look good because it doesn't make common sense. Forget how you feel about a political party. That's not right. And if you think it makes sense, wait till it happens to you, and I'll land my plane.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, G-Man, BWEQ. This is another chess move. They using the media to uncover the dirt about, to find the holes in these Democratic and how they doing things and whatnot. It wouldn't surprise me if this is another, thing that's, pulling for Donald Trump, with him, when the Democrats made their little chess move and failed miserably when they came after him as far as like with this whole situation with Miss Fannie, what's her name? Fannie Wells and that whole thing or whatever, man. This might be another move.
Bonnie Willis.
Fannie Willis. Yeah. This might be another move to say, you know what, Biden and your administration, this is, we showing everybody that, you guys are really dropping the ball with, having these immigrants coming over here, taking Americans' jobs and things like that or whatever. It just look like a chess move to me because they using the media. It look like they're using the media to pull the Democrats' underwear down and expose them. That's how it looked to me, B-Dub.
But it's
working. It's working. It's working.
I mean, how is it a chess move? This is what they're doing
to each other, right?
Right.
The mayor in New York came out on his own and said he's gonna start passing out debit cards to all the immigrants that was transported to New York. It don't take, what I'm saying, nobody else to put that out there. He put that out there himself. It's happening. But real quick, two things. I want Will Melvin. I want to get to his comment. If you lost your job to an immigrant who doesn't speak English, your issue is bigger than immigration. Get skills that you don't have to fight over scraps. Okay, so I completely understand what he's saying. And I agree to an extent because every job is not going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these assembly line jobs, like that's just what they is. It's almost anybody can do them. Pretty much anybody can do them. But the thing about it is, we know what we're worth in America. We're going to fight for that. They'll do it for minimum wage. They'll do it for less than the minimum wage. We're not going to do it for less than the minimum wage. So I think this situation is a little bit.
Well, Melvin is a savage.
No, but I agree. I agree.
No, he has a point. But at the same time, that's come on.
I think
call up, Will Melvin. Call up.
Will Melvin, you heard G-Man wants you to call up Will Melvin. So if you can, call up to the show and explain your stance about, you got to get skills so you don't have to fight over scraps. But go ahead, B-Dub.
The other thing too, and I'll let EQ jump in here because she been quiet and patient. The other thing too is with the political thing. Like we keep saying oh, this is, you know, they're just trying to do this for Trump. They're trying to help Trump. But if we look at it realistically, the economy did better under Donald Trump. Donald Trump's issues are not with the economy or with the country. His issues are social issues because he says stuff that's inflammatory and it causes human issues. Now, I'm not going to look past that because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm probably not voting for anybody this year for president. I'm going to stick to the more important positions, and I'm probably not going to vote for anybody for president because I'm not voting for Biden, and I'm hesitant to vote for Trump, and I'm done with this lesser of the two evils type of stuff. Like that's what keeps getting us in the same mess over and over again because they just throw shit out there, and then we just try to figure out which one is less stinky. Right. I'm not doing that no more.
Right.
So I'm going to vote for the important positions that affect me and my family. And the other stuff, I'm going to let it be because it doesn't matter. But however, saying that though, if you compare, we let our emotions get the better of us sometimes, and everybody wants to attack and say, oh, this is just the Republicans doing this, doing that, and they're just trying to help Trump. And then we overlook the fact that this is the Democrats that's doing this. Like, I hear what you're saying. Oh, okay, well, they're just trying to expose them. Well, you can't expose something that's not there. Right or wrong?
Right.
So it's there. They're doing it. This is your Democrats that you vote for every year. This is a guy that told you, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And you said, okay, yes, sir, boss. I'll go vote for you. This is your guy.
Back.
EQ, what's your thoughts about EQ? EQ, you there? G-Man, what's your thoughts about it, G-Man? You getting ready to say something?
No, I was just, you know, I agree with what B-Dub was saying. I agree with, you know, what Will Melvin saying it has validity to it. But what I'm saying, if it's like we call it unskilled labor positions, okay, whether it goes to this person, that person, well, an unskilled citizen versus an unskilled non-citizen, right? Everybody doesn't have, you know, college education or trade. So there are positions that don't require either one, as what B-Dub is saying. So if it had to go to one or the other, right, unskilled citizen versus unskilled non-citizen, American citizens would probably say at least it needs to go to a citizen versus somebody who you can't, you know, who you have no way of tracking or getting, you know, X, Y, and Z. This is the thing. If either one of us in this panel did anything criminal or made, you know, financial decisions, we getting taxed, right? We're going to get a credit score. We're going to get the negative consequences of our actions, right? But if you don't have that, right, you incentivizing, you know, this kind of, you know, some of this stuff that's going on. You don't need a wall, per se, to deter some of the things you're doing. Just don't give no incentive. And I didn't even know about this study with B-Dub, the story B-Dub saying, which mayor you said it was, B-Dub said, I got a card and some money if everybody comes through here.
New York mayor?
The mayor in New York.
Listen. And I didn't know nothing about this. And I heard some stuff about New York, but I don't, you know. And maybe I'll do some more reading and research, so I'm a you know, preclude what I'm going to say with that. But if you're saying that there's the largest city in the world, we forget, New York is not the largest city in the country. New York City is the largest city in the entire world. And the mayor of this city is saying, you can come over here with nothing, and I got money waiting for you. And I can't come from Texas to New York and get $3, there's a bigger problem. I'm going to land right there.
Right. But you know what, though? We can't see, a lot of people are going to be real frustrated and upset with these immigrants. You can't get mad at the immigrants if the government is letting these people come here and do this. You know, your beef should not be with the immigrants, whatever, because the immigrants like, hey, look, you know what? I'm trying to eat and trying to take care of my family and trying to do the very best that I can or whatever. So, because a lot of people are going to try to take this out on them. Now,
No,
man,
it's not against them. No, it's against the government officials that allow these things to happen.
Right, and that's where I was
taking
going.
advantage of an opportunity. If you gave an opportunity, you supposed to take advantage of it. But why is that policy in place? That's the problem.
Right, and that's what I was talking. That's what I was getting ready to go at it. G man, be mad at your politicians. Be mad at the government for doing all this, whatever. They're the ones who spearhead all this, whatever. And then they got one hand behind the other one, telling you that we not responsible for it, but in behind. With their hand behind their back, they they get compensated for it. You see what I'm saying? But they trying to tell you that they're doing everything they can to try to make this situation better and so on and so forth or whatever. But they really not, man. They all just greedy and looking out for themselves. Go ahead, EQ.
Well, see, that's the part of it's a part of the plan. You got to understand, there's so many wars on right here in the U.S. See, the goal is to start a civil war. That's going to happen because that's where the U.S. people and the immigrants are going to fight. That's what they want. All right. While their pockets are fattening, that's what's going to happen. So they'll distract us with all this other stuff about what's going on over in Ukraine and all that. See, these are all major distractions from the larger agenda. And the goal is to collapse the American dollar, collapse the United States economy so that we're dependent upon what is it, China? So all of this is part of the plan. These people that are coming here, see, when they show us immigrants, they show us the poor people that are coming from the border because that's what they want us to believe that are coming over here. The immigrants that are coming here are not just those poor people from Central America or Mexico or whatever. These people that are coming here, or some are trained military personnel. These people are college educated. A lot of these people have top-notch skills that can land them in some of these technology jobs, medical jobs. So these aren't just poor people who are coming here to work in factories and stuff like that. That's what they don't tell us.
You're right, EQ.
And so those are those people that are going, because if those type of immigrants can, then obviously they have the skill set that they can do the job. And it's not just for lower wages or whatever. But, of course, they won't have to pay them the retirement, the Social Security, and all that. See, that's what everybody's not looking at. That's what's really going on. So it's not, we can provide them housing and food stamps and all that, but eventually all that stuff is going to go away. Then that's where you'll start seeing an influx in crime. Well, guess what? You're already seeing that. Most of those crimes are being committed by those, well, they're trying to say undocumented or whatever, but at the end of the day, they're still not U.S. citizens. But those are the ones who are just out here killing people. Those the people that are come from those poor drug-infested nations or countries or whatever. So I mean, it's you got to look at it from a larger scale, and it goes way beyond what they want us to think.
Right, EQ, and you might be, and you know what, EQ, because I never looked at it from that perspective neither. Because you are right. When you see the immigrants, they are just showing people with sleeping bags in their hand, and they look poor and this and that or whatever, like they don't have a whole lot going on. But like you said, it's more than what meets the eye. You know what I'm saying? They want to trick you to think that what's going on. Yeah, go ahead.
They have military personnel set up in every major city. So if a civil war breaks out, they are equipped and prepared. Why do you think during COVID, so many of our other counterparts, those white people, they were out buying ammunition and guns versus us buying toilet paper and Lysol? See, they knew what was coming down the pipeline. They were preparing themselves. We weren't. We too busy buying Louis Vuitton and Gucci all to stay sheltered in place. See, that didn't make sense. They knew what was coming. This is all part of this plan. So that's what we got to be looking at. And this is why we got to prepare ourselves too, in every which way we can, because of stuff like this.
Because like you said, EQ, our government, they lying to us. They're not coming out being transparent with nothing.
They've been lying to us for a long time.
I was just about to say, when were they not lying? They never stopped lying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know,
I mean, hey,
but they're playing on the American people. They're playing on us, you know,
why
and
you think they trying to shut down the other social media platform? It's because people are waking up. See, now we're in the awakening stage where the information, people are learning and coming into the knowledge of the truth about what's really going on. So that's why they're trying to shut these platforms down. It's not because of certain algorithms or stuff like that. No, people are waking up and seeing the truth, and they want to shut the truth down. Why? Because if we don't have the truth going forth, people stay ignorant. Just like people don't know what's really going on with this immigration stuff. It's all a big lie.
wow.
EQ is eating tonight. She
Yeah,
is
she
eating
is.
tonight.
You put some EQ, you definitely put some wisdom out there with that whatever, because like you said, a lot of people don't look at immigrants as someone that's, you know, very educated, clean cut, you know, skilled, you know, military you know,
Let me
skill
let
set
me just
minded. No,
this
they don't
before
say
we go
that.
on.
Go
Let me
ahead.
just say this before we go on. They been here, y'all. They got corner stores in our neighborhoods. They got beauty supplies. So this is nothing new. They've been here. They own the Chinese restaurants. They own the chicken shacks that, that they try to fry our chicken in, where they trying to cook our soul food in the hood. They own the payday loan places and stuff like that. So immigrants coming here, most of those people came here on visas. They're the ones going to college in the United States. This is nothing new. This is just new to the media because the media has hyped it up. But if you think back to
No, not
the
not
early,
them black ones.
oh,
Not the black ones.
shut up.
When they came over
Yeah,
here with them
no.
fish plates, when they came over with them fish plates, they was whooping them fish plates out with them horses. I saw them.
It's stupid. But I'm gonna take y'all back to the late 80s and early 90s here in Corsicana. You think about Navarre College. We had an influx of Asian population and Africans, those Africans that were coming from Nigeria. And they were the ones taking advantage of those programs, those education programs, and those nursing programs at Navarre College. They were the ones getting educated. But now you don't see that as much now. But if you go to schools like UTA up in Arlington and all those schools, those melting pot schools, that's where they are. So they've been here. This is nothing new. They are the ones who have been coming here, getting educated, saving their money, sending their money back home to their native lands. And we're the ones still walking around sleeping, fighting each other, killing each other because we're too ignorant to stick together and open up our eyes and see who the real enemy is. They've been playing this game. We just now learning. And that's why we better open up our eyes to pay attention because who
Ooh,
you
give
think
her
they
a
gonna
round
come
of
out
applause.
first? Oh, my bad. So I'm trying to
Give her
tell
a round
God's
of
chosen people
applause.
why while we having all this church, we better learn how to stick together because the enemy is after us. That's why they promote abortions in our community, in our abortion clinics, to kill off us. So if you can kill off the chosen ones and get them out of the way, because they know if we just ever wake up and stick together, we would be a force to be reckoned with. That's why, as brothers and sisters, we got to stop fighting each other because hey, there's gonna come a time we gonna need each other, and we can't help each other fight against the enemy if we fighting each other. That's what we better pay attention to.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I'm gonna land my plane right there.
But at the end of the day, EQ, this is it's all part of the big game that they playing. It's a game. It's a damn game. Yep. You expose me, I'm going to expose you. You know, they and everything, you know what? And what they exposing, you know, it's who can come up with the more shock value of saying, hey, you know what, this is what they're doing, or what, you know, this is what they doing as well. You see what I'm saying? It's shock value. They want to play on the emotions of the American people, so that way they can try to sway these different votes and so on and so forth or whatever. Because like you said, now all of a sudden, all this stuff is coming out right around election season. This all this stuff is not a coincidence. They are using the
And
American, they're
they go
using the
and
social media platforms and all that to push this stuff. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, and
Yep.
did y'all not hear what they were saying the other day? I think it was CBS. One of these news stations was saying something about, oh, the intensity is increasing over in the Middle East with Iran and Ukraine and Russia and all that. So if Biden want to declare war on the day before election, he can declare war and he'll still be the sitting president until that war is over. That it could, even if that war lasted 3, 4, 5 years. See, this is the type of stuff that they'll do, and I wouldn't be surprised what these Democrats would do in this election right here, because this election is going to be a very pivotal moment in history.
I believe it is too, EQ.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very it's about to be some stuff to pop off in this world. You watch and see what I tell you.
But unfortunately, I'm not voting, so I'm not gonna be a part of it. I just sit back on the sideline and watch.
Yeah, but no vote is a vote. I mean, we already know who they're gonna put in place, because they're gonna put, typically presidential elections, they put who they want in place. But this is gonna be something to watch. Yeah, Miss Janet, you're right. It's gonna be a bloodbath. I truly believe that. Yeah, it's gonna be some people that get it.
You say what, B-Dub?
That's what Trump said.
Yeah, the man be, he's speaking in codes, but we be so worried about the little petty stuff he be saying. Listen to the puppet. He's making sense. You just gotta filter through all the silly stuff that he says.
Yeah,
No, there's always 3 options on any election. You're gonna go right, you're gonna left, or the couch.
And which one you gonna do, G-Man? Which one you gonna do?
I'm sitting on the couch. I'm watching my Cowboys win the Super Bowl. There we go.
You made that up.
You pull out the old VHS tapes
on VCR.
You gonna watch them old VHS tapes from the early 90s? Watch the Super Bowl.
Say, man, Tyson Chicken, y'all wrong. Hey, Tyson Chicken, y'all wrong as hell, man, for real.
y'all got some good chicken though, but
man, y'all done put them folks out, man. Boy, hey man, whoever manufactured by Tyson Chicken, if it's KFC, churches, whatever, man, y'all need to just go ahead and cut Tyson Chicken off and say hell nah. So y'all done did them folks like that, man. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, because I'll be thinking like this too. Okay, so what if you got these, these so-called immigrants that's, supposed to be working in Tyson Chicken or whatever? What if these people are trying, because, in neighborhoods, whatever, man, there's churches, there's chicken all over the place, whatever, man. What if they doing something to this food that's going to put this type of food inside your neighborhood, whatever? We eating this chicken and all that or whatever, man.
They already doing it. What you mean? They already doing it. Go look at these people that work for General Mills and all these other companies. They're putting bioengineered ingredients in our food. Go read these labels in the grocery store. So if they're doing it in our food that we're buying off the shelves in the stores, there's no telling what they're putting. They're injecting this chicken with all kind of chemicals and whatever else. This stuff is already happening, even in the water system. That Detroit water or whatever, Flint, Michigan water, that stuff, that's nothing new. These people are already in position doing what they want them to do.
Yeah.
So this is nothing.
I'm gonna say it like this. Chickens, any animal, just like human beings, you need room to grow, right? Chickens need room to grow. You can go find in the wild, you can find the most organic, wild, free-range chicken you could find. And I guarantee you, it's not going to be bigger than the chicken you get at churches.
Nope.
You tell me how a chicken that's raised in a coop with tens of thousands of other chickens with no space to grow is double the size of a natural chicken that's living out on somebody's farm.
Don't make sense,
You figure that one out, and then you let me know.
Yeah, it don't make sense, B-Dub. Yeah, it don't make sense, man.
To EQ's point, this ain't nothing new under the sun.
Man, B-Dub, this is another test. It's another chess move, B-Dub. I'm telling you, they don't make moves like this without planning it. They put a lot of thought and they're very strategic with how they move. You see?
So let me ask you this. So what do you think is coming? What do you think the purpose of it is?
Man, to keep the American the American people in a frenzy and fight amongst each other, whatever, so they can continue to reign supreme at the top. It's all about greed, B-Dub.
So you just think this is the next evolution of mental slavery, basically?
Man, times 3, times 2, times 3. Yep. I think that's what it is, B. I think it's surrounded by that, B-Dub. Yep, I really believe that. EQ, what's your thoughts about that, EQ? You think it,
Wait, what is it? Wait, say what you said again. B-Dub?
what's the end game? Why the reason why they actually moving this way? Why they being strategic in doing this? What's
It's
the end
one
game
word.
of it?
Evil.
Huh?
I mean, we're evil. I mean, it's gonna be people are gonna suffer. Oh, look at that cuteness right
Look at
there.
Jimmy
Oh, you
Jamal's
so
daughter. Look
cute. Hey,
at her.
cuteness. I'm glad you don't look like your daddy. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be like Miss Janice. It's gonna be a bloodbath. We're gonna feel the effects of us. It may not directly affect us, but how
Yeah,
cuteness.
look at her.
Oh, look at those
Oh.
cute babies. I'm glad y'all don't got the sense y'all daddy got, because y'all got more sense than him. But yeah, it's gonna be some, and I think it's gonna be some people at the top that's gonna fall too. Because here it is, when you always trying to set other people up to fail or to die, you usually end up falling in a ditch that you dig for them. So it's gonna be some elites, some people in position, that's gonna probably fall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, the economy is gonna get bad. It's gonna get worse. It's not gonna get any better. I don't think so. And
yeah.
we'll see crime spike. I mean, that's just where we are. You know,
Right, right, right,
the
right,
signs of the times are here. Man, we living in some crazy times, some unpredictable times at that.
right.
So we'll see.
If y'all going out there, go to the grocery store. Y'all see Tyson chicken or Tyson whatever it is, go throw that. Yeah, do something to it. Step on it. Do something, man.
Unless Tyson wants to sponsor the show.
Say, I don't want. Hey, I don't want to hear nothing about Tyson. I don't want to hear Tyson. I don't want to hear Mike Tyson. I don't want to hear Tyson punch out. No, none of that. It's over with. Oh man. Anyway, man, we're gonna get ready to close this one out. B-Dub, G-Man, EQ. You guys got your final remarks on this one? G-Man, go ahead.
My burrito, baby.
You say what?
Yeah. We ignored the fact that Ray had said that B-Dub was like Pops with that burrito. But we gonna ignore the fact that she took a shot at my Cowboys. Talking about the longest yard cheerleaders. So
He got the kids laughing back there.
Those two beautiful ladies were my daughters. So it's always good to be amongst your family. Take each opportunity you can love on one another. If nobody told you they love you today, we do. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Ain't nothing you can do about it. Already. EQ, what you got?
Hey, I love y'all. We got to stop fighting each other. We got to stick together and love each other and help each other, because we all we got.
Already.
Facts.
Thank you. As always, I tell all the day ones, day twos, yesterdays, and todays. It don't matter when you got on this journey. We just happy you riding with us. And please take the opportunity to do something today that your future self will thank you for.
Already. And the Brandon Coles podcast, Give You the Bag moment, is this: a sucker is born every minute. Don't be a sucker. So now that you got the bag, what you gonna do with it? So that being said, we are the Brandon Coles podcast. We say thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Brandon Coles podcast. I go by the name Mr. Know It All Reactions. We got a guy Bougie Weirdo. We got the one and only gentleman Jamal. We got also the first lady, Educated Queen. We say thank you guys for tuning in. We see you guys on another episode next Tuesday, same time, same channel. We say we love you guys. Miss Robinson, Tammy Guns, what's up? Thank you guys for tuning in and joining. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Love you all. Have a good one. Bye.